Good afternoon, dear students. Myself, Yogesh Kanade, lecturer at Dhule Charitable Society's Institute of Pharmacy, Devpur, Dhule. In previous video, in short, we have studied about the parts and the various function of the parts of central nervous system. That is, brain and spinal cord are the two main parts, and the various subparts of your brain, type and action produced by a drug on central nervous system, that is stimulation, and depression further classified into two classes. One is generalized depression and one was generalized depression and the second one was specific depression. In today's video we are going to study the first chapter under the heading general anesthetics. General anesthetics General anesthetics are the CNS depressant drugs that produce a partial or total loss of sensation of pain with reversible loss of consciousness. General anesthetics का है? These are the CNS depressant drugs that is going to depress, that is decrease the activity of brain and spinal cord. By depressing central nervous system, it is going to produce a partial or total loss of sensation of pain. A person is not going to experience the pain sensation during duration of general anesthesia, along with reversible loss of consciousness. That is, a state of consciousness is altered by administering general anesthetic, and this state of consciousness, that is altered state of consciousness, it is in a reversible manner, that when the effect of general anesthetics is going to decrease, at that time slowly the patient will start again into a state of consciousness. Therefore the word is used, that is reversible. If the word reversible is not used, what can be the meaning? That is with loss of consciousness. जर मी इथे रिव्हर्सिबल हा वर्ड जर यूज नाही केला तर त्याचा मीनिंग काय होईल? विथ लॉस ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस means there is a permanent alteration into the state of consciousness. Therefore, whenever you are writing the definition, you have to use this word reversible loss of consciousness. These are the CNS depressant drugs which produce partial or total loss of pain sensation with reversible loss of consciousness. Examples: halothane, thiopental sodium, trichloroethylene, anesthetic ether, etc. These are the example of general anesthetics. General anesthetics are used in major surgeries, and in minor surgeries like dental procedures we use local anesthetics. Local anesthetics we have already covered in your first sectional. They are not acting on the central nervous system, but they inhibit the conduction and generation of nerve impulses, that is known as local anesthetics. But general anesthetics decreases the activity of parts and subparts of your brain and spinal cord. For a drug to be called as a for a drug to be called or to be known as a general anesthetic, it should have these four objectives. These are the four objectives of general anesthetics. We will see one by one. The first objective of general anesthetic is analgesia. Analgesia means after administration of this drug, loss of pain sensation should be produced. Whenever a general anesthetic agent is administered, loss of pain sensation should be produced. That is the first objective, that is analgesia. Second objective, that is loss of consciousness. After administration of general anesthetic, reversible loss of consciousness should be produced in human beings. Third objective, that is amnesia. Amnesia means inability to remember events for a period of time. Amnesia म्हणजे काय? A person should not remember the events which has taken place with him during the period of general anesthesia. जनरल अनेस्थेशियाचं जेवढं ड्युरेशन असेल त्या ड्युरेशन मध्ये whatever events which are occurring with him that should not be remembered when he comes into a state of consciousness, that is amnesia. जसं फॉर एक्झाम्पल एखाद्या व्यक्तीमध्ये जर मेजर सर्जरी करत असेल, ऑपरेशन थिएटर मध्ये असेल आणि त्याला जर जनरल अनेस्थेटिक दिलं, ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर ज्यावेळेस तो स्टेट ऑफ कॉन्शियस मध्ये येईल तर ऑपरेशन थिएटर मध्ये काय काय प्रोसिजर परफॉर्म केल्या, सर्जरी कशी केली, काय काय केलं, डॉक्टरने कोणते इंजेक्शन्स दिले, कोणते इन्स्ट्रुमेंट्स यूज केले, whether that person can remember? No, he cannot remember. Why? Due to objective of amnesia, that is inability to remember events for a period of time. Then fourth objective is loss of reflexes. Motor and sensory reflexes should be inhibited. And last one, there should be complete skeletal muscle relaxation so that it will become easier to carry out the operations. These are the 5 important objectives behind administration of your general anesthetics: analgesia, inability to feel pain, loss of consciousness, amnesia, inability to remember events, loss of sensory and motor reflexes, and last one, that is skeletal muscle relaxation. Now this is most important one, that is stages of general anesthesia. It is an important one because a question is asked in your annual examinations in chemistry 2 as well as in your pharmacology and toxicology. There are total 4 stages of general anesthesia. General anesthetic चे 4 stages आहेत. The first one, stage of analgesia, second stage of excitement, third stage of surgical anesthesia, and the fourth one, that is stage of apnoea. The third stage, that is stage of surgical anesthesia, is again subdivided into 4 planes: plane 1, plane 2, plane 3 and plane 4. First of all, we will study the first stage, stage of analgesia. This stage begins during the administration of general anesthetic and ends or lasts until consciousness is lost. स्टेज ऑफ एनाल्जेसिया कधी सुरुवात होते? ज्यावेळेस एनेस्थेटिक जनरल एनेस्थेटिक एजंट ऍडमिनिस्ट्रेट करतो. फ्रॉम दैट the first stage begins, and this stage is going to end when a person will go into an unconscious state, that is known as stage of analgesia. Second one, stage of excitement. Stage of excitement begins with loss of consciousness and ends with beginning of rhythmical respiration. Stage of excitement कधी चालू होईल? When a person will go in unconscious state, and this stage is going to end when there will be beginning of rhythmical respiration. But this stage is very difficult to manage because in this stage a person means a patient, can have body movements, increased gastric secretions, salivary secretions may get increased, patient may have cough, vomiting can take place, and tachycardia condition may occur. There are some of the reasons I have told you that in this stage it is very difficult to manage. Therefore, always pre-anesthetic medications are used so that you can easily surpass the stage of excitement, that the second stage can be easily surpassed due to reasons like patient movement, increased salivation, cough, vomiting, increased muscle tone, and tachycardia. The third one, stage of surgical anesthesia. Stage of surgical anesthesia begins with the appearance of rhythmical respiration and it ends with a stage of apnoea. Surgical anesthesia कधी चालू होईल? Appearance of rhythmical respiration and this stage ends with a stage of apnoea. Apnoea means cessation of respiration. Cessation means the respiration will come to an end. That is known as cessation or stage of apnoea. Now let us see plane 1. Plane 1 begins with appearance of regular respiration and it ends with cessation of eye movement. It is characterized by loss of automatic eyelid closure, loss of reflex closure of eyelids, and small muscles are relaxed. Now, rhythmical respiration means a regular oscillating cycle of respiration and expiration controlled by neuronal impulses transmitted between the respiratory centers in brain and the muscles of inspiration in a chest diaphragm that we call as rhythmical respiration. Rhythmical respiration म्हणजे काय? A regular mechanism of inspiration and expiration. This inspiration and expiration is controlled by neuronal impulses which are transmitting between the respiratory center which is present in the brain and the muscles which are present into your chest. In between that, regularly inspiration is taking place and expiration is taking place, that we call as rhythmical respiration. Therefore, plane 1 begins with appearance of regular respiration and ends with cessation of eye movements. Cessation of eye movements means your eyelids reflexes are going to lose, automatic eyelid closures reflexes are going to be lost, and small muscles in our body get relaxed in your plane 1. In case of plane 2, it begins with end of eye movement. It begins with cessation of eye movement and it ends with beginning of paralysis of the respiratory muscles except diaphragm. Large muscles get relaxed. Diaphragm means a principal muscle of your chest or principal muscle of respiration which is responsible for the mechanism of inspiration. Inspiration म्हणजे काय? आपण जो श्वास घेतोय, जे ऑक्सिजन आपल्या शरीरामध्ये जात आहे, that is the mechanism that we called as inspiration. And when the carbon dioxide is expelled from our body, that we called as expiration. मग inspiration साठी जो muscle responsible आहे, the main muscle which is responsible, that we called as diaphragm. मग plane 2 मध्ये काय होतं? Eye movements जे आहेत, there is a complete loss of your eye movements. First one. Second one, respiratory muscles जे आहेत, paralysis of respiratory muscle starts except your diaphragm and large muscle get relaxed. Plane 3, it ends with paralysis of all respiratory muscles except diaphragm and there is a complete relaxation of muscles takes place in your plane 3. While plane 4, it begins with end of intercostal muscle movements and ends with diaphragmatic paralysis. Now intercostal muscles means what? In our body there are total 22 pairs of muscles found between the ribs. आपल्या शरीराच्या ज्या रिब्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये टोटल किती? there are total 22 pairs of muscles that are known as intercostal muscles. प्लेन 4 मध्ये काय होतं? These intercostal muscles are paralyzed, as well as the principal muscle, that is diaphragm, which is responsible for mechanism of inspiration, is also paralyzed. Intercostal muscles means a muscle which is mechanically responsible for breathing, or you can say movement of chest while breathing. These intercostal muscles are paralyzed. Diaphragm is also paralyzed in your plane 4. Now if diaphragm is paralyzed, that means a person may go in coma, or death of that person may takes place. That is your last stage, that is known as stage of apnoea. Complete respiratory paralysis and ends with failure of circulation, that is known as stage of apnoea. Now there are other names also. Stage of excitement is known as stage of delirium. Stage of apnoea, it is known as stage of medullary paralysis. These are the 4 important stages of general anesthesia. And always remember that the surgery is going to be performed when the person goes in plane 3. Anesthetic will always take a care that the patient should not surpass your plane 3 and go in plane 4. And if the person enters into your plane 4, death of that person can take place. Therefore, physician will always try that the patient will always remember up to plane 3 and surgery is to be performed in plane 3. These are your stages of general anesthesia, which are repeatedly asked in your annual examination for short note, 3 to 4 marks in your pharmacology as well as chemistry second theory. Now there are certain important terms which we are going to see: balanced anesthesia, pre-anesthetic medication, post-operative medication, and a drug to be used as a general anesthetic. What are the ideal requirements? First one, balanced anesthesia or basal anesthesia. What is the use of balanced anesthesia? Now always remember that when the patient comes to know that a major surgery is to be performed on him, a patient goes into nervousness. Now to overcome this extreme nervousness condition, before he enters or before he has been brought into operation theater, general anesthetic drugs are used in combination with other drugs, or it is followed after the use of other agents, that is known as balanced anesthesia. ज्यावेळेस एखाद्या व्यक्तीला कळतं की त्याच्यावर मेजर सर्जरी परफॉर्म करायचं, त्याच्या ऑपरेशन थिएटर मध्ये त्याला घेऊन जायचंय, some of them may get nervous. Now when he goes in nervous, it may become difficult for a physician or a registered medical practitioner to carry out the procedures. To avoid that, certain drugs are given before and then a general anesthetic agent will be given, or first a general anesthetic agent followed by other agents, that is known as balanced anesthesia. Usually, first of all, a patient will be given A ultra short acting agent followed by muscular relaxing agent, then a general anesthetic agent will be given. In between this, agents or drugs like atropine is given. Now in stage 2 we have seen that whenever a general anesthetic agent is given, there is increase in salivary secretion. Now when a atropine is given, atropine inhibits your salivary secretion. Therefore atropine will be given, followed by potent analgesics like morphine, pethidine, etc. Compounds like thiopental sodium, ketamine, they are known as basal anesthetics. They are used initially to induce anesthesia as they are quick and short acting. Anesthesia is maintained by using a inhalation anesthetic. This is to be known as balanced anesthesia. Second one, that is pre-anesthetic medication. Pre means before a general anesthetic is to be given, the drugs or the agents which are administered, they are known as pre-anesthetic medication. Pre-anesthetic medication means administration of drug before producing anesthesia. The objectives of pre-anesthetic medication are to produce a sedation effect and relieve anxiety and excitability. Anxiety means feeling of nervousness, uneasiness, worry, etc. that we refer as anxiety. पेशंटला एंझायटी पासून रिलीफ करण्यासाठी आपण काय करू शकतो, वी कॅन यूज सर्टन ड्रग्स सो दॅट द इंडक्शन ऑफ anesthesia becomes smooth and less anesthetic will be required to produce anesthesia. Example, diazepam. To reduce the secretions of respiratory tract so that if a inhalation anesthetic is used, the vapors can easily get diffused. Example, atropine. To avoid undesirable side effects, drugs like morphine can be given. After means during the operation, to prevent from infection, anti-infective agents like cefazolin, metronidazole can be given. Such kind of drugs are used before administration of general anesthetic, that is to be known as pre-anesthetic medication. Then the next term is post-operative medication. Post means after administration of general anesthetic or when the patient is recovering from general anesthetic. The drugs or the medications which are used that are known as post-operative medication. Post-operative medication means administration of drugs after general anesthetics or after anesthesia. We will see some of the examples. Whenever a patient is recovering from anesthesia, he may suffer from nausea and vomiting. To avoid the stage of vomiting, we can use the drugs like antiemetics. Example, prochlorperazine. To prevent abdominal distension and urinary distension, we can use cholinergics like bethaniol. Abdominal distension means air, fluid, or substances get accumulated in the abdomen. That is known as abdominal distension. To avoid that, we can use the cholinergic drugs like bethaniol. To reduce the pain, we can use analgesics. Example, pethidine, morphine, aceclofenac, etc. Constipation. We can use laxatives, stool softeners like Biscodil, that is known as post-operative medication. Now the last one, ideal requirements. A drug to be used as a general anesthetic, it should fulfill certain requirements. What are that? We will see one by one. First one, it should be inert. Second, it should be potent and non-flammable. It should be potent and non-flammable. Next, it should produce rapid and smooth induction of general anesthesia. It should be non-irritating to mucous membrane if given by inhalation route of administration. It should produce analgesia and muscle relaxation. It should produce analgesia, that is loss of pain sensation and complete relaxation of muscles. It should not produce severe hypotension condition. It should be non-toxic. It should not produce nausea and vomiting. It should be compatible with ancillary drugs used in anesthesia. Ancillary drugs means your pre-anesthetic medication or pre-anesthetic drugs. It should be compatible. Compatible means it should be stable when you are administrating with pre-anesthetic drugs. It should be economical. It can be easily administered with existing anesthetic equipments. And last one, it should be stable during storage. These are the ideal requirements of a drug to be used as general anesthetics. In today's video, we have seen the definition of general anesthetics, stages of general anesthesia, and the meaning of balanced anesthesia, pre-anesthetic medication, post-operative medication, and the ideal requirements. Thank you.